let's do a luxury haul. Because we haven't done one of those in a while. Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I have pieces to share with you from Louis Vuitton, from Hermes and from Prada. Let's start with the Prada. I ordered these from SENSER. You may have watched my previous video where I worked with SENSER before and I ordered this beautiful Max Mara cardigan from them. I saved on this cardigan around about $150 against what I would have paid on the official Max Mara website. When this came, I was so impressed by the speed that it came, by the packaging, by the service, by the product itself, that I decided that I was going to go ahead and also order these Prada items from them, which have been living rent-free in my head and are from my wish list from the first time I worked with SENSER. On both occasions, the parcel arrived really quickly and securely in one of these SENSER boxes, and on both occasions, SENSER covered all of the customs and duties and there were no hidden charges or anything like that once the parcel arrived. I did get some questions from you guys after my last video with SENSER. SENSER are able to host over 500,000 items from 2,500 retailers because they source their pieces directly from boutiques and retailers within Europe. People were asking me though about the credibility of the website, and because I was getting asked those questions, I went back to SENSER and did some probing, let's call it, and I was given sight of a number of the contracts that they have with European boutiques and large retailers that I was aware of, and I was able to consider and go through all of those contracts in detail. What I saw in those contracts did confirm their working relationship with these European retailers, and it also gave me comfort that it guaranteed that they were selling brand new and authentic items that these contracts were showing me were sourced from these European stores. How SENSER works though, and this is why you have to act quickly if there's something that you're looking for, is when they source these items, they will release a number of the items onto their website at the lowest price. Once those items are gone, they're gone. They will then release the next batch at the next price level, and when they're gone, they're gone. And again, it works again that the price level will then keep going up, and that's why you might look on the site and see things changing in price. And I got caught with these about these trainers, and I will explain that to you. Although I was still able to secure these from SENSER at a much reduced price than if I had bought them on the Prada website, I did end up paying about $80 roughly more than if I had bought these when I first saw them on SENSER, because I've missed out on that first drop and then I was into the next stage of pricing. Still much better than Prada, but not as good as it could have been if I'd went quicker. The daily savings on items on SENSER are up to 70% off, but they have also given me a discount code which I will put on the screen and will get you a further 4% off everything. Whether it's reduced or not, this code will work and reduce whatever you're picking by a further 4%. They are also running early spring saving. These can be added to my code, and between the 7th to the 19th of January there is an extra 7% off. Then, from the 20th to the 23rd of January, there is an extra 9% off. The prices on the website shown in red already include these discounts. Then, as I said, you can use my code for an extra 4% off, and they offer free shipping within the US for any orders above $200. Now, let me show what I ordered, but if you've watched my wish list video, this will come as no surprise, because as I said in that video, I have been thinking about these ever since I first saw them. So they come in all of this packaging from SENSER, which keeps them safe and secure in transit, and then inside we have the Prada. I'm so excited about these. These, I can picture the outfits in my head. I did see a girl in Dublin wearing these. She had on a pair of cropped almost leather trousers. She had on a black and white varsity jacket, which I have one very like it, and then she had these trainers on, and this just secured these in my mind because the outfit looked really well. I also think these would work really well with a tailored look. If I am not going out of the office, I will at times wear tailoring, like an oversized suit or a suit but with trainers, and these I think will be perfect. And of course, if, as I say, you watched my wish list, there's all of the details to show that they come from Prada. I ordered these in a size 38, and they are, of course, the Prada Downtown leather trainers. I think these are fab. Now, these also come in green, and when I did my wish list video, one of you guys in the description box told me you had them in green, and I love the green. I have another pair of green trainers, but the green is now also in there. But these are the ones that I went for this time. These are the black and white. They do have the Prada triangle tag here, which is like a metal. Then they are the black and white leather. And of course there is another one because she's come as a pair, Amelia. I have a dust bag as well, but let's be honest, mine will never see the inside of the dust bag. There we go. I think these are stunning. I am very excited about these trainers. I used to be a heels lover. And then, you know, children came, the 40s came, lockdown came. And I do wear them sometimes, but trainers I definitely wear a lot more. They have PRADA on the back, PRADA on the tongue as well, embroidered. Nope, that's imprinted in them. And then they have these. I think these are great. And I think for me, black and white, as we all know, go to colour. Sometimes I go to colour too much and I have a lot of coloured trainers. I think having a black and white pair is going to work really well because there are some outfits that just need that. They don't need the crazy and the orange and the pink and the blue. These are just going to work fabulously. And they're the first thing I have to show you. And let me share the price. These on SENSER were $789. I will check back to my previous video. I am fairly certain when I first looked at these they were around about $720 if I'd acted quicker. But $789 including all of the customs and duties that are covered by SENSER, against these on the PRADA website of $1,120. Now, those are huge savings that I, for one, am happy to take. I did also look at this Max Mara coat and I wanted to tell you about it because the price is that crazy. On SENSER, let me check, this was $725. I double checked this about 3 times because I couldn't actually believe the price. This is a crazy price for this coat. This is included in the early spring savings that I'm telling you about, but you could also use my code to get an extra 4% off that. And on Max Mara, this coat is £2,225 sterling, which is approximately $2,700. Those savings are insane. So I'm going to leave all of the details down below in the description box. I will leave the links for you to click through so as you can shop my picks. And don't forget to use code AMROSE to get an extra 4% off because all savings matter. Definitely check them out during these early spring savings with their pieces even more reduced because it's a perfect opportunity to get gorgeous pieces at a much better price. Up to 80% off in total compared with the counter price. Plus you can use my code. That's, if there's anything you're looking at, I would look while these savings are on. I know I'll be definitely shopping with them again. I have pieces in my shopping cart already sitting in my favourites list. I need to stay off the site because I need to behave. Take advantage of those spring savings and thank you to SENSER for sponsoring this part of today's video. Alright, now that we have done the PRADA, let's do Hermes, and I have 2 pieces to share with you from Hermes. As I said, that little mini Kelly over there has sparked my love affair with Hermes again, and it's a brand that I love and is calling my name. So I actually can't remember which is in which piece, so let's have a little look. And this is the first from Hermes. I bought these across a couple of different trips because they didn't always have exactly... Oh, this is your fault. You, my wonderful viewers. So when I bought the Mini Kelly and also with the Petite Miles, a few of you had come into the comment box and said, if you're going to be using that bag, we really recommend that you buy this next thing. And that's what made me go and check this out. And I think you're right. And that's why I bought one of these. This is the Calvi card holder in the leather. This is in the magnolia colour, and the reason that you guys were telling me to look at this is because of how slim it is, and it fits perfectly and works perfectly in either the Mini Kelly or the Petite Mal. The thing about the card holder that I currently use, let me grab that. If I'm using one of my very mini bags, I use one of these flat card holders, and as you can see, everything is stuffed in. And what you guys were telling me was these work far better because you have the 2 sides. It does say Hermes Paris made in France here, but I can put cards on one side and cash or receipts or something on the other, and it will click closed. And you were educating me really that it will work better than this, and when I see how bulky this gets and how much I'm squishing in, I do think it will work much better. So I took your advice, I followed my shopping enablers, and I went to Hermes and I got the Calvi in the beautiful magnolia colour to go with those bags and just give me a pop and fit things in that little bit. Next from Hermes, and I actually got this at Christmas, so when I picked this up they also gave me their Christmas cards, which I thought were really quite cool. They have the 3 different trees on it that are just quite funky, and then on the back it has this as well. So I appreciated getting those. I like getting wee things like that. If you watched my closet handbag room tour video, I like having little cards and pieces that remind me of things sitting about. So I'm delighted to add those Hermes ones. And what I got when I was down at Christmas was this. I know, I'm loving my Hermes journey, aren't I? I tell you, the Mini Kelly has an awful lot to answer for. she has sparked my interest and my love affair. And in this little dust bag, I thought this was beautiful, and I thought this will go with my other pieces that I have. This is the Kelly bracelet. I don't have one of these. I have the H Click Clack bracelets, and I have a different type of one, but I don't have this one. And I really liked the buckle on it. It is like the Kelly buckle, and I loved the colour of this. I loved that it had the gold around it. This is actually rose gold, but I mix metals quite a lot, and then it has this light dusty pink, and I thought this would go really well with my other bracelets that I wear. It took me a while to figure out how to use this despite being shown in the store, but you squeeze it in and you turn the Hermes buckle, and then that opens it, and I thought this was beautiful. Let me show you this on. That is her on with my other bracelets, and I thought the colour just went beautifully with these. This is obviously my Fred Force 10. This is a tennis bracelet from OBY Jewellery, and then this is the Hermes one, which we've just unboxed, and I thought that those looked so beautiful together, and I loved it when I seen it. I hadn't actually seen a Kelly bangle before, and I just really liked the clasp on it, and I thought it was beautiful. So that is my next piece from Hermes on my journey. And then we have Louis Vuitton, and obviously I also bought this at Christmas because it's in the Louis Vuitton Christmas packaging, and we know that I have a corner of shame over there, and you will have seen when I did the closet tour a lot of boxes and things sitting that had to be unboxed. They've kind of add up, and then I will share them all with you together. And this is the next piece that I did get from Louis Vuitton, and obviously at Christmas, and I fell in love with this. I still love their Christmas packaging. I did get the Christmas ribbon. If you watched all of my Murakami unboxings, you will know that Dublin did get the shopping bags but didn't get the ribbon. Now, some of you have let me know in the comment box that if I had been there on opening day on Friday, there was some of the ribbon, but certainly when I was in store on the Sunday, I believe they didn't have any left. So anyway, we have the Christmas ribbon and what we have in the Louis Vuitton box, all beautifully packaged, and I thought this was a stunning version of this. And given the weather, it's currently snowing and frosty. When we get up in the mornings at the minute, it's taking a good 10-15 minutes of being outside with the cars running to get them to actually function. Is this beautiful? I went on a tangent there, I apologise. But this beautiful scarf. One of the problems that I have with a lot of the Louis Vuitton scarves, even though I love them, is that they're small. Whereas I like a scarf to be massive. I like it almost to be a blanket, a really big, oversized scarf. And this is a version that they're doing that is like that. And I loved the colours. Again, like with my Prada trainers, I went for more neutral colours because I want to be able to wear this all the time. They did have a version in pinks and oranges, I think, that was stunning. But I was trying to be sensible and think to myself, Amelia, we want to be able to wear it with all the clothes, and we have the very bright bags. So I went for the scarf that I thought would work the best to go with everything, and I loved the colours. This is so soft. It feels beautiful. Look how big it is. I can hide me. Whee! Anyway, obviously I've had caffeine today, but it's massive for a Louis Vuitton scarf, and it does have the LV, it has the oversized fleur-de-lis, it has Louis down there. A lot of these scarves they have are about half the size of this. They're like traditional scarf length and size. I much prefer this bigger version. And then on the back it is, if you wanted a quieter look, now I'm not saying it's quiet because it is a large LV, but if you wanted a look that wasn't just quite so obvious on this side, you could get away with that. When you put this on and this all kind of went together, you're not going to see those just as much. And I think that is a quieter way, if that's something that bothers you. It doesn't bother me. I have no problem with a logo and a name and all of that. Really, Amelia? Anyway, so loved it. Just thought it was so cozy. And certainly with this weather, absolutely need it. And love the size of it and how thick it is. You could also, it'll sit perfectly like this. You could, if you wanted to, bring your LV down there if you wanted to make it sit like that. But I just loved the colours of it and the coziness. And I loved that although I love a logo, I actually really loved about this that the logo part of it was so large that when you wore it and put it around you and squished it together, that you didn't see it just as much, if you know what I mean. It was oversized, it almost became abstract. And I know that I'm not someone that shies from a logo, but I love that. Like, look at that, and it's so soft. I just think this is going to be beautiful in this horrifically cold weather that we're getting, and I'm really glad I finally got around to unboxing that, because I also love these little pink, dusty pink colours with it. I think that still gives me a little bit. Oh, it actually goes perfectly with my new Hermes bracelet. I didn't even plan that, but look, it goes great. Yes, I love this, and this is my new Louis Vuitton scarf. So I hope you've enjoyed this luxury haul. Yeah, we've done quite a bit of shopping recently. I know I did towards the end of 2024. Then we had the Murakami, and then we had these. But in my defense, I've been gathering these up over a while. And to be honest with you, when I saw the Prada trainers on SENSER were going up and up in price, I kind of regretted that I didn't get them the first time, because I've just cost myself nearly $80. So when they were at that price, I just thought, just do it, Amelia, because you know you're going to do it in a month's time and they're going to be even higher. So if you're looking for anything on SENSER, do check it out while they're running these savings for spring. Use my code and try to get it at the cheapest price possible. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have in any way, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please do consider subscribing. And if you're not done with me yet, I'm going to leave another video for you on the screen to enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching me. Please take care, and I will see you again in the next one.